diplomatic twist no one saw coming. Imagine this scene unfolding behind closed negotiating doors. For months, the world believed that talks between Washington and Tehran revolved around a single issue: Iran's nuclear program. Trump wanted restrictions, Iran resisted, and mediators worked tirelessly to bridge the gap. Then yesterday, Tehran delivered a surprise. Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesman Esmail Baghaei made a clear and unexpected announcement. The current negotiations with the United States are focused solely on ending the war. Iran's nuclear program is not on the table at this stage, putting an end to months of speculation. Baghaei dismissed reports about ongoing nuclear discussions as nothing more than media assumptions. Only after this phase is completed, he said, would the nuclear file become one of the next items on the agenda? In other words, Iran is telling Washington, we will not discuss our missiles or our nuclear program until the war ends. Today, we tell the story of this dramatic shift in Iran's negotiating strategy, and what it could mean for the fragile ceasefire surrounding the Strait of Hormuz. A new negotiating strategy. For 100 days, the world focused on a single question: would Iran agree to limit its nuclear program? Trump reportedly demanded a 20-year freeze on enrichment activities. Iran countered with 10 years. Many mediators believed the compromise might eventually settle somewhere in the middle. Now, that entire framework has changed. Tehran says the nuclear issue is not under discussion. Its immediate priorities are a ceasefire and an end to the blockade. Everything else comes later. This is more than a negotiating tactic. It is a fundamental reordering of Iran's priorities. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi reinforced the message. He argued that the Strait of Hormuz is not international water, but a shared waterway between Iran and Oman. He called on foreign forces to leave the region, warning that they would remain exposed to danger if they stayed. The negotiations that many hoped would end with a breakthrough now appear to be drifting back toward square one. While diplomats talked, the war continued. Behind the scenes, diplomacy and military escalation unfolded at the same time. Yesterday, U.S. Central Command announced the loss of an American Apache helicopter off the coast of Oman. According to American officials, the aircraft was brought down by an Iranian Shahed drone. Trump quickly responded on Truth Social. Our great military informed me that the Iranians brought down one of our advanced helicopters. The pilots are safe and unharmed. Nevertheless, the United States must respond. The response came quickly. American aircraft launched strikes against Iranian positions in Hormuzgan province. Reports of explosions emerged from Keshem, Minab, and Jask. Iran answered in return. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps announced attacks against 21 American military-related targets across the region. Air raid sirens sounded in Bahrain, Jordan, and Kuwait. In less than 24 hours, the narrative shifted from an imminent ceasefire to one of direct military confrontation, a debate inside Iran. Yet the deeper story may be unfolding inside Iran itself. Reports from Tehran suggest growing debate over how the country should approach negotiations with Washington. Political analyst Hossein Moradi, a prominent centrist voice, warned that the gap between the state and society has widened dramatically. He argued that many Iranians increasingly separate their attachment to the country from their views of the government. According to Moradi, instability will continue unless political leaders address economic shortcomings and create meaningful channels for public participation. A similar message came from reformist commentator Nasser Zakir, writing in Shargh newspaper. He argued that policymakers should examine which institutions proved resilient under pressure and which did not. Despite approaching the issue from different perspectives, both men reached the same conclusion: military strength and crisis management alone cannot guarantee long-term stability. Economic and social challenges must also be addressed. Former Communications Minister Mohammad Javad Azari Jerome offered an even more striking warning, writing on Telegram. He said, "The next bomb from Trump and Netanyahu may not be made of explosives. It may be inflation. The real battlefield is the dinner table and the cost of housing, the people paying the price." Away from negotiating rooms in military command centers, ordinary Iranians continue to bear the burden. Annual food inflation reportedly reached 130% in May. The prices of meat and poultry have surged dramatically. Economic losses linked to the blockade and the wider conflict are estimated at hundreds of billions of dollars. The damage extends beyond infrastructure and industry. Health experts warn of growing malnutrition, increasing rates of bone disorders, and rising concerns over child development as families reduce dairy consumption to cope with rising costs. Iran's energy ministry has also warned citizens to prepare for daily power cuts beginning next month. Political activist Rahim Gamishteh summarized the public mood in a message that quickly gained attention. Poverty was never supposed to become normal. We were never supposed to wake up every morning to news of executions. Filling our stomachs was never supposed to become life's central struggle. For key takeaways, let's summarize what what we learned today. First, negotiations appear stuck. Iran insists the nuclear issue is not currently under discussion, while Washington continues seeking nuclear concessions. Second, the war has not stopped. An American helicopter was lost. Airstrikes followed, and both sides continue exchanging military pressure. Third, divisions inside Iran are becoming more visible. Some voices want an end to the conflict at almost any cost. Others remain committed to confrontation. Fourth, ordinary citizens are paying the highest price. Inflation, power shortages, and economic hardship continue to erode the middle class. The question ahead. Trump said yesterday that there is a good chance of reaching an agreement within days. He has expressed similar optimism before. But Gary, speaking from Tehran, delivered a very different message. The nuclear issue is not on the table, and that leaves one crucial question. Can a deal to end the war be reached without addressing the central issue that has defined this crisis for years? The future of Iran's uranium enrichment program? Or is Tehran simply postponing the larger confrontation until sanctions and pressure are eased, only for negotiations to return to the same deadlock later? The coming days, not weeks, may provide the answer.
Write your opinion in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to receive all our new videos. See you in the next video.